capital.
Back at it again. Yeah, as you can tell here behind me, you've got Mr. Puppy shaved down and ready for the summer. Once again, I didn't lie about it. I do have a couple of videos of him shaved as a lion again. You know, I haven't had those dropped in a couple years, and he hasn't been one in a couple years. So I'll be dropping that here soon enough as we go. Oh yeah, this hasn't changed. This definitely hasn't changed in forever. Yeah, we all know we're here. Yes, we do. Yeah, okay. Yep. No matter what. We were just here yesterday too. He does not care. It's always like the first day at Disney World. He's gonna get out there and play with his friends and his buddies. Okay, come on. Ah, my goodness. Anyway, Mr. Puppy and I are getting ready to do a walk and let him do a little bit of swim too while we're here. But in the meantime, we're trying to squeeze in an intro here and there as we can, when we can, just like doing the edits. And right now we're about to drop a nice little Trailblaz'n edit that we put together for right here in the city of Casper that I actually did not too long ago, but this time I completed a whole journey back and forth, and we'll get into that as we show the video. So once again, as always, you know where we go from here. So stick around and enjoy the show. Well, trying to be back at it again, at least one way or another, as far as holding this thing in my hand and talking to it. Havoc and I are back out. Not like we haven't really truly stopped, honestly, but we're back out on a trail right now, and we're getting ready to conquer pretty much one of our long ones for this year, finally, that it's warmed up and all. Not sure how well my video is picking up on the sound, because there is a slight breeze, and this thing catches everything and tries to reduce the voice. It's got that little technical aspect of it all in the technology for it nowadays. Anyway, yeah, we're at least gonna attempt to do what we can, how we can, and when we can, and that's what we're doing at this moment. And we're gonna see how far we could actually take this trail. And yeah, we're pretty much starting right here at the event center, and we're hoping to go as far as we can today and then back up here again, and that's what we're about to do. Okay, finally came down off the sidewalk trail from the event center, and brings you down to the ballpark and the playground area, and we're going to continue on and connect back into the trail on the other side of the ballpark here, and that's what we're about to do. And believe it or not, Havoc has already had basically 2 runs before this little trail this morning, and he's going to turn 14 this year, and he's still rolling. So hey, definitely got to give him props, because it's well deserved. Go ahead, Mr. Puppy. Okay, yep, here's this side. And here's where the trail picks back up, right here in between these trees. Okay, and we're on this side of the trail now. Just got finished coming between the ballpark there And yeah, we're gonna continue on. Yep, and we've been on this trail before quite a few times actually. You know, dropped a couple of videos on it too back in the day whenever I was first trying to start walking again. I'm definitely a lot further in my physical condition than I was then, and been a lot further now, and I've been to both sides of this trail. I just haven't truly started from one end and gone back to it again, but I've done this with Mama once or twice, actually more than that, and you know, definitely always with Mr. Puppy here. And yeah, we always like taking the side trail instead of the concrete one because it's more adventurous, at least in our opinion. Sometimes right now too, until Havoc gets shaved for the year, I definitely have been learning not to do too many off the beaten path trails because of everything trying to stick to him. And we've seen that be a serious aggravation at times, especially for him having to deal with me having to pluck it all back out of his fur. And that definitely does take sometimes longer than an hour, unfortunately, depending on how much it gets into him and how soon you get it off, because the longer it stays on his fur, the deeper it embeds into that skin of his. Okay. Yeah, look at you, Mr. Puppy. And also, oh yeah, look at the water from this side of the path. Beautiful morning. It's a little after 7, and we're going to continue on. Yeah, just definitely enjoying this path. It's definitely a beautiful warm day. It's going to get up in the mid-70s today, and that's a plus. Believe it or not, even back about a week ago, Mama just walked right over top of a snake at the dog park, and it was in the 40s that day. We weren't expecting that. It was non-venomous, but yeah, they are out, and they're ready to come out. Okay, another checkpoint here. Here's the gazebo, and we're down here once again, catching on a beautiful view from this point of the river. Also checking more of the erosion that has happened this past year as well on this side trail right here. So yeah, we're not too far off from dropping down a good 15-20 feet here off the side in certain spots here. So yeah, we definitely got to watch it as we walk. Havoc is no stranger to falling off of an edge before, so he's learned, hopefully, in his past experience. But right here, you know, like I said, you just gotta watch your step, especially being an adult, as you walk by, you know, and it doesn't take much for you to just roll your ankle, seeing that you only got 2 legs and your furry friend has 4. So definitely want to watch your own personal step, especially when you're having to have an assist with you sometimes, you know. So when you do something like this, definitely make sure you know your balance and just roll on and enjoy it. Here, hat, right here, right here. Come on down. Here you go, get a drink. Oh yeah, that's right. Cool them paws off. I understand. It's all good right now. They'll be dry by the time we get back to the car. I can promise you that. And we're about to get into the beautiful rapid point of this trail too now. Here are some parts where the rapids are starting to escalate into a more frantic state here, and that's all understandable considering all the snow melting off of the mountain caps and everything from far up north and whatnot. Let's continue. Oh yeah, you can see right here, and I'm not trying to get too much closer because yeah, this side right here could easily just fall in. As you can see, it's starting to erode with all this rushing water, you know, everything. That's just the way it works. So definitely mind your step when you're wanting to view around the edges and stuff. Right here is a huge example of what I was trying to talk about earlier as far as the erosion. You can see the roots of the trees from right here that are now getting exposed. All this is all seriously recent, and you can see where the original trail was to how far it has taken out that part of the trail all the way down through this area right here. So just wanted to show an example of that as we go along, and you can see how much of it was spaced off from the river prior to now, and that's where we're at. We're gonna just keep on going. Okay, a little further down on the trail here, and I want to share a little bit. As you see right here, we have ourselves practically a rock island in the middle of this river right here. And earlier last year, sometime during the fall season before the hard winter kicked in, this was completely low to where you could honestly walk across. And Havoc and Mama decided to walk across just to go and do some exploring over there. And as Havoc and Mom were coming back this way, Havoc thought, you know, he had it in him to be able to climb up on this ledge right here, and pretty much fell back down, almost like you would have seen in The Lion King when Mufasa fell into the, you know, stampede that was coming along. That's about the best way Mama could explain the way he fell, and she felt really bad for him and was worried that he was hurt. I think he was a little more startled than anything on that day, but yeah, we checked him out. He was good to go. He's just that's just one example of learning the edges as far as you know, in a life lesson even for him right there. So yep, just wanted to share that little story about Mr. Puppy and his little Lion King experience. Speaking of, hopefully here within a week we might see a lion. We'll see. And if you look to the left of us here where a bench is, and we're back connected to the pavement side trail right here, and over in this field over here is pretty much a frisbee golf course, and it's pretty interesting to watch them play too when they come out here, and we might be experiencing and showing that off here in the near future too. We'll see. In the meantime, we're going to get back at it, so let's go. Back up here on the paved trail, as you see next to this bench, it circles to a dead end, and just continues back on the right hand side. And that's what we're doing. Yeah, you find it? Get him. Where is he? Havoc already hunting. He was just walking his trail and all of a sudden left turn real quick. And he's been doing a lot of hunting this year too. He's been trying to catch some bunnies. Got close a couple times, but they've honestly evaded him once again. And heck, honestly, just about 2 months ago, he came across a whole field mice family, I believe, and just started tearing into them. He got lucky and came across them. So I'm sure that's probably what he was looking for there. And now he's being a sheepish lion and eating up on some grass. And yes, that is good for their gut health too, and he obviously knows it. It's a shame though, some of the vegetables I try to feed him, he kind of ignores. So I'll let him grab them whenever he wants to, especially out here in nature. He knows what type he likes. And that's what he's going for right now. There's definitely many types of reasons your dog will eat grass, and not always is it for a bad reason. You know, I actually had to do my homework on that too to understand it, so I'm okay with it. Here we go. Still going alongside this river. I'm not sure if they'll actually fix that eroding area with some rock like you see right here, or just let it naturally take its course and do what it needs to do in that area. Just one of those things you'll just have to wait and see. Just a couple of geese saying hello. The wind or the breeze is starting to pick up a little bit more as the day goes, but that's typical in these parts around here. You get used to it and you accept it and roll on about your day. Okay, come up to another split here. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and stay close to the water side, because why not? Up on the bridge and a metal structure over here. Looks like some type of a vehicle. Definitely has been here for quite a while here. Let's check this thing out. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what year it is, but I can almost assure you she is very, very old. And judging from what I know, this is the back side of it right here. This is the trunk. I want to say this is maybe a 30s style vehicle. Havoc's having fun all up inside of there. Yes, he is. And wow, that's pretty interesting. Definitely solid on top. You can see where it's you know, Mother Nature's taking over on anything that's down there in the compost grounded areas. But yeah, check this thing out. It's just interesting to come across finds like this. And this right here would be the front. This right here would be like the firewall to the vehicle. And here is the front window, okay? And you can see the window starting to come apart right there as well. Yeah, there's the front open air vent area. But yeah, I have no idea what style or year of vehicle I'm looking at. I can just tell you it is a vehicle, you know, motorized vehicle of some sort. And you can see there was the instrument panel. Isn't that interesting? There we go. Let's take a look down inside there too. Check out the floorboard. Everything else right there. I think that's a handbrake right there. Interesting. I don't know how many people truly look at these videos I post, but if one of the 5 of you happen to know, by all means drop a comment and tell me exactly what this is, you know, that we are honestly looking at right here. Here is where the gas port was. This is pretty interesting. Nice find. And we're going to go ahead and move on. Definitely interesting to come across things like that on your trail walks. Yeah, is it litter too? Yes, in a sense it really is. You know, but that's been there for, I definitely want to say 50 years easy, in my opinion. Could be less, could be more. Who knows? Somebody out there does, but that's not me. Letting a couple of people pass by before I decide to flip this thing back on and finally make it to our endpoint destination for today. We were going to step feet right here onto the bridge, and usually we start in the parking lot on the other end of this bridge, and we'll start walking down that way or that way and go off on the many different types of trails here. As you can see, if you can't, that's fine, I'll try to point them out. Right here is a frisbee cage, and they're spread all over the place here for this frisbee golf course out here, and it goes all the way down that direction, all the way back around this way as well. And that's pretty much what this area is designed for in that sport. And well, that's pretty much the trail all in all, with a little bit of this, that, and the other to spring in there and throw at y'all at the same time. Once again, you know, we're going to do this as we can, when we can, how we can, and all that also pertains to how we feel at the same time, to taking the time out to do all these edits and slap it out there for y'all. But all in all, we're going to continue to do it when we can, and I ain't even going to try to edit that. You know, my tongue's getting a little twisted right now. You know, I've already walked 3 miles and we get ready to walk back the other direction now, and that's all part of this fun and game that we play. Other than that, Y'all have yourself a good day. Figure I'd show this thing off one more time just because I think it's an interesting discovery out here on this trail. Halfway back, I come across this metal pallet that's been sitting here. It looks like it's got some old vehicle pieces in it as well. Just thought I would share. I'm not sure. That probably is just an old bucket. But yeah, just sitting over here on the side. Going back to Mother Nature. Made it back to the ball field. All we gotta do is make it up that windy sidewalk, and that's where we're going. Back on the sidewalk, now for the climb. With needing to say much little, as you can tell, we're back at the car now, back at the top, next to the event center. Havoc's getting himself his well-deserved treats and his drink on top of what he was getting from the river. And I'm about to get mine as well. And yeah, you know where we're at on that, so definitely well accomplished, and proud of both of us. And yep, till next. Okay, now that we walked the loop, it's time to go take a dunk in the water over there. And that's where we're at on that, and we'll catch you on the next flip flop. Okay. Good boy. Come on. Come on.